Hi, this is Anita from Real Estate Crunch. Today I want to talk a little bit about home repairs, and especially if you're feeling really overwhelmed with home repairs. I know I've been there. I know how it feels. You look around and you think, oh, there's so much to do. How am I going to ever get this done? Or, oh, where do I even begin? Today we're going to talk a little bit about maybe some survival skills or things that you could do or tactics that you could use to be able to help you survive through all these different home repairs that you might have. The first one that you could do is to make a priority list. You can make a list of what you need to do first. Things such as what is urgent. Start with what needs to be done and what is now urgent. If your home has water damage, affecting your ability to live there, then that should be a high priority on the list instead of saying like, I need to paint the front door. If you have water damage, that should be your number one priority. Then you look and you say, what's necessary? Those things that need to be done that would make your home more comfortable or increase your property value. The things which are necessary are the things then that you should do. And then finally, look at the things you want to do. Maybe you want a new kitchen counter, but the old one is, just working fine. Maybe, you find that you can live with the old counters without having to install a new kitchen. Those are all things that you could look at. And then the last one is your dream home. We all kind of have this dream home of things that we dream about, that we want to have. But, then finally look at what your dream home would look like. And many items on that list may not be things of priority, but something you want to do. Or they may not even be very practical to do. So you need to look at all of that and decide, what really is my priority? What do I need to do first? What do I need to do second? What do I need to do third? And what should I do? And then use that list so you don't become so overwhelmed in what must be done. The next thing is to set a budget. Some housing projects can be an endless pit of money. In other words, you may find you have no more money for anything else as all your money is spent on fixing up your house. So that is why it's also important you set your priority list one by one. So you look at your budget and you decide what what you'll do now and what you'll do next and what you want and what you don't really have to do. And then you can decide all of those. Budget can help you, really to set your priority list so you understand exactly if your priority list can align with your budget. The next is get help. If you're really feeling overwhelmed, consider getting some help in, having someone come in to help you. There's several ways that you can do this. You can hire someone to do all the work. If you have the money, you can certainly hire someone to help you do the work. The advantage is that you can set a price and that price is it. And then, you can get it done. You don't have to worry about it. You can hire someone to help you do the work. You might be able to work beside somebody and that they're, companies or individuals, they will come and they'll help you. So you both work side by side together. You could trade hours with a friend. Maybe there's a friend also fixing up their house and you could say, well, look, let's trade hours. I'll help you this many hours with your house. You help me this many hours with my house, and you could trade hours. You might find others willing to help you or give you some, free labor. Maybe family members, friends, neighbors, others might be willing to help you. Another thing you can do is learn from the experts. You can take the time to learn from some of the experts. I love YouTube. And that's my number one place to go. If you really want to find out how to do a home repair, look at YouTube. If you have an old house, I love the Old House channel, This Old House. They really teach you a lot of great things on what you need to do with an older house. I also go to my local hardware store a lot. I love Ace Hardware. I go in there a lot. I talk to the people that are there. A lot of them are really knowledgeable. A lot of times I bring them in a photo. I say, here's what I'm looking to do. What do you suggest? And they'll usually, kind of walk me through it and I'll understand. The other thing you do is take a class. There's some classes you might be able to take even at the local hardware store that can help you to be able to learn how to be able to do some home repairs. So, these are some ways to help you so you don't feel quite as overwhelmed, because actually home repairs can be extremely overwhelming. And, you can just look around and say, where do I start? Where do I begin? If you'd like to be able to read our blog on this, we'll put a link to the description below for our blog. And we hope that you won't feel so overwhelmed in some of the home repairs that you need to do. This is Anita from Real Estate Crunch. We thank you so much for listening to us, and we'd like to thank you, our audience, and also like to thank Rico, who helps put this together and helps make this podcast possible.